Send your thoughts and theories down below.
And we'll read them.
In the next episode of Latas. Hey guys, it's your boy Shadow Plays Games, and today is kind of a different video, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Billy. Yeah, I'm with Billy, and today, as you can see by the picture, we're doing kind of a different video. We're not doing game video. We're doing kind of a podcast, kind of not a podcast, if you get me. This is episode 1. For now, it's about Star Wars until we don't know what to do it on anyway. So we've got a bunch of ideas in our little brains because we are stupid teenager boys that like Star Wars. Am I right? Am I right?
True. Yes.
True that. So, what are we going to talk about first?
Okay, so first off, what's your favorite Star Wars film and why?
My favorite Star Wars film is Return of the Jedi because it has so many iconic quotes in it, and also it has Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, okay.
And also it has one of my favorite characters in the entire world in it.
Which is
General Grievous.
Okay. So
Am I on about the right film?
yes,
Wait,
you are.
what's the last film again?
Return of the Jedi.
Okay, there we go. It's Revenge of the Sith. So that's what is your favorite Star Wars film?
Unpopular opinion. I've got to go with The Force Awakens.
How come?
Because after a very long time of bad Star Wars films, which was the prequel, we got
The original and prequel,
yeah.
We finally got the sequel.
We got the sequel. We got the sequel trilogy. And that starts with The Force Awakens, which is my favorite film because it
brought so many new characters to the table.
It did, and it also sparked the new era of Star Wars fans, like children. Like I was always a Star Wars fan.
But not as much as a Star Wars fan.
No.
To be honest, I've never really watched Star Wars, and then when The Force Awakens came out, I was like, okay, this is so close to my birthday. When it comes out, can I watch it on my birthday? I said to my mum, and she said, yeah, sure, let's go watch Force Awakens. I absolutely loved the film. Unpopular opinion, I absolutely loved it. Loads of people didn't, but I did because it was actually one of the first. It was the first Star Wars film that I have watched in the cinema in my life.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That is a fact.
And that's a fact. But
I know. Boo me in the comments. But I never watched The Last Jedi. For one reason, which I'm not gonna say because it's private, but I watched the Rise of Skywalker. That was a good film too.
The Force Awakens was new and refreshing. We had a new story. It was a lot of people were saying it was similar to A New Hope, which I guess it was.
And then there was Rogue One, which was literally right when the New Hope was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I seen The Force Awakens, I was like, yeah, this is good. I want to see what happens next. Because we've just been introduced to all these new characters, like Kylo Ren.
And then we also got introduced to what happened to the main characters. Like Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, because all we know is that Luke Skywalker fights Emperor Palpatine and his dad, and then his dad dies. What happens next? We see Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, and Anakin Skywalker as ghost form, but then the movie just ends. What happens next after the celebration on Endor? What happens next?
Big plot twist is that Han Solo's son is actually the main villain, which I think is a cool concept because we haven't had a
Yeah,
Sith
yeah,
who's
yeah,
actually
yeah,
struggled with the light side as much as Kylo
yeah.
because he's really tempted because
Now,
he knows it's right, and
oh yeah,
eventually he does. He becomes like a Jedi, but in massive quotation marks because the
a
Jedi's.
questionable Jedi. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, spoiler! I forgot to say at the start of the film, at the start of the video, spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, big massive spoiler. I'm just gonna put right off the bat in the title. Spoilers. If you haven't seen films, don't watch because you'll be spoiled. Anyway, yeah, that was a cool idea of Han Solo's kid being. It was because, to be honest, I didn't expect Han Solo and Leia's kid to be a Force sensitive, since
Yeah.
since that Leia wasn't Force sensitive, neither was Han. So that was a
Yeah.
cool thing, and I also found it cool that his uncle trained him, and that he betrayed his uncle and doing what he did, and how he became Kylo Ren, obviously. One other thing that people have been wondering is how come that Kylo Ren's mask's so similar to Darth Vader.
Well.
I'll let you explain this one, Billy. I'll let you explain this one.
So, basically, as we all should know, Darth Vader's is Anakin Skywalker, which at the time of the third film, Revenge of the Sith, Anakin's secret wife Padme was pregnant.
Well, not really secret wife. Everyone knew it by now.
No, but it was like illegal against like the
Yeah,
Jedi law.
yeah. It was legal. But technically, at that point in time, he wasn't really a Jedi, was he?
No, he was kind of twitching.
He was a Jedi turned Sith. At that point, anyway. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
So, at the end of Revenge of the Sith, obviously Padme gave birth to two little children called Luke and Leia Skywalker. In the original trilogy, Luke and Leia are the two main characters, and basically Leia in the newer trilogy, the sequel trilogy, is married to Han Solo, and then they had a child, which is
named Ben Solo.
And then is also Darth Vader's grandson. So that's why they're so similar.
Yeah.
But
and also
yeah.
he as you mentioned before, in the third film, Padme only looked about like 5-6 months. So I think that they were premature, to be honest. Because if you were having twins, your bump would be so much bigger, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah. So I think that it was premature, in my opinion, anyway.
Okay, so new question: who's your favorite bounty hunter and why?
Bounty hunter, probably Cad Bane.
Any reason?
He has a cool hat. no,
Okay,
like
next question.
no, like being serious. Cad Bane, right? We only first heard of him in the Clone Wars. He was one of the main people in it, wasn't he? One of the
like
yeah.
Yeah, he's number one in the Clone Wars.
But then also Boba Fett / Jango Fett's good because, like, I mean, that's like they're kind of what based the Mandalorian on, which is a great show, by the way. I haven't seen it, but I've seen bits of it, and it looks top notch. What's your opinion on it? Anyway, yeah. And then I'll ask you what your favorite bounty. Actually, what's your favorite bounty hunter before we click onto the Mandalorian?
Bounty hunter. Yeah. It's gotta be Django, because he's a Mandalorian. That's it really. But
yeah. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the Mandalorian?
Yikes! I haven't seen it, but I need to, and it's good.
Yeah.
Definitely. my
Baby
theory
Yoda
about
brings so much to the theme. Like, well, obviously, well, as we were saying before in a video that failed before, you mentioned, um, you mentioned, what time was the Mandalorian set in?
yeah, I think I'm not
Yeah, it's
sure.
probably way before the Phantom Menace.
You think so?
Yeah, because if it's Baby Yoda and not just a Baby Yoda, like someone from Yoda's home planet's baby, then it must be set um, way before the Phantom Menace.
Do you
Cause
think? 'Cause
yeah,
I
cause
think Yoda's just a species.
I mean
We've
I
seen
mean
that really weird, like, hybrid Yoda girl, haven't we?
Yaddle.
Yeah, the last one, yeah. She's weird. So I think it's just a race. But, oh, sources have just came in and said The Mandalorian is set after the fall of the Empire and before the emergence of the First Order. We follow the travails of a lone gunfighter in the outer reaches of the galaxy, near far from the authority of the New Republic. So it's
That's
based around
interesting. I
after Return of the Jedi
yeah
and before Rise of Skywalker.
so tech
Which,
so
go on.
yeah. No, carry on, carry on. I was just thinking of something.
Which, while we're on the topic, very quickly, there's a very, very long time in between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, obviously. I would like a Kenobi spin-off to see what Kenobi's doing in them times.
Yeah.
Oh, no, no, not Kenobi.
Sources have just came in that people like Baby Yoda, as people refer to, is actually known as the child,
The
and
child.
the child he is known as the child. No one knows him, but I think that I personally I think it was set just after Revenge of the what's it called? Return of the Jedi, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What movie did Yoda die in?
The Empire Strikes Back, I
That
think.
is
Was it?
that is the movie right before Revenge of the Sith. So maybe Baby Yoda um, is Yoda that's being reincarnated,
Yeah.
because when Yoda died, how old was he? What, like
He's 900, I think, specifically.
specifically 900? Yeah, exactly. Wait, no, he is. Let's see. Let's see these sources. Yeah, he reveals his age to be 900 in Return of the Jedi. Yeah, he's 900 years old. So if he's 900 years old and just looks exactly 80, I think that Baby Yoda is what I think is the way that we age is like say goes up in tens, doesn't it? I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that his goes up in hundreds. So
Ah,
whereas if Yoda's 900, I'd
yeah.
say for normal humans he'd be 90, and if he was 100 he'd be 10. And in Return of the Jedi he looks 90. So I think Baby Yoda, aka the child, is 10 or 100.
Okay. Alright.
What are your thoughts on that theory? Eh?
That doesn't sound too far off from what I believe, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anything else? Anything you want to ask? Ooh.
Anyway, well, the big question that me and Billy were asking before was, is Dathomir Vormir? And if you don't know what Vormir is, it's a planet. Is it a planet? It's a
Vormir.
it's a
Yeah, yeah.
dimension. It's a dimension It's a dimension in the MCU where you trade a life for the Soul Stone. Now, I think that Dathomir and Vormir have differences, and they also have, what's the word, similarities, because everyone who goes to Dathomir gets attacked, right? Because the Dathomian citizens are harsh and dangerous and would probably kill you. Whereas in Vormir, you literally go and don't come back, and that's the same with Dathomir because they kill you.
Maybe.
So
I'm gonna branch this off.
So they have that similarity. So you branch it off, and then we'll talk about the other similarities that they have.
So, do you know the way on Dathomir, there's like the loads and loads of Night Sisters
Yeah.
that are trying to come for you, trying to kill you.
Yes.
Some may say they're trying to come after your soul.
Oh.
And obviously, in Vormir, that's the whole point of Vormir. You're supposed to go there, sacrifice something you love, which was alive in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, to get someone's soul stone, and that's another. And also, Vormir and Dathomir even sound quite similar.
Yeah, and if you look at pictures on Google of Dathomir and Vormir, Vormir just looks like a darkened version of Dathomir. If you look closely, it looks like a darkened version. So maybe.
Go on.
So maybe Dathomir is let's say like a million years before Vormir, because because there's Jedi, but you don't hear of Jedi in normal things. So, and they're referred to as legends. Like they say Jedis don't exist, but have you heard of them people that have superpowers and can apparently move stuff with their mind? And what's it called? What I have a theory of is ghosts, right? Are force ghosts, because what's it called? You know when kids are very, very young, right? Like for me example, right? My auntie, like, well, we call it me auntie, but it was me mum's auntie. I call her Auntie Pauline. I'm gonna say her name. When I was about 2, I was in my house, and my mum told me a while ago. By the way, if you hear noises in the background, it's my dog. My mum told me that I said to her, "Mummy, why is Auntie Pauline looking down at us?"
Yeah.
Now, my mum couldn't see her, but I could. Now that's weird, isn't it? That's weird. Cause isn't it true that with force ghosts, only people who are meant to see it?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Okay.
So.
That's a cool theory.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you think of some differences? Obviously, what are some differences that you think of when you think of Dathomir and Vormir?
Differences or similarities?
Differences.
The only thing I can think of is Red Skull being maybe. Do you know the way Oh, okay. This is gone mad. Okay, so you know the way you know about like different like timeline and stuff, don't you? Like just time, like different realms and timelines.
Timelines. Yeah.
Maybe Dathomir is just a different version
alternate
of
timeline of Vormir. Yeah.
Like instead of like the Night Sisters ruling Dathomir, it's like the Night Brothers, and Red Skull is Night Brother instead of you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's just a different timeline where Red Skull is the leader of Dathomir and my brothers.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of the whole how Jedi's can die or get killed aspect of things? Because we've only really seen one Jedi die of old age, but you know the man was 900 years old. I mean,
Yeah.
we haven't seen like for example, Luke Skywalker. He was old. He got turned to a Force ghost because he used up all his Force power trying to fight Kylo Ren as his foot. Yeah, Ben as himself. Obi-Wan Kenobi that became a Force ghost just before Darth Vader hit him with his lightsaber, and they're the only people with that we know of dying as a Force ghost. Am I right?
Yeah. Okay.
Like all we've seen is people die of getting killed by a lightsaber or getting shot with a blaster, but never die of old age.
Alright, okay. So, do you think I should put another theory on the table?
Go ahead, slam that down on the table right now so they can hear it.
Alright, so
there we go. It's on the table. It's on the table, boys. Let's get going.
This is Mace Windu still alive? What are your opinions on it?
Right, I was actually gonna say this. I think he is still alive. Well. Depending on timelines, no. At this current moment, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
So,
what do you think happened to him?
alright. Well, okay. So first off, I believe he survived because, as we see in Episode 2 of Star Wars Attack of the Clones, at the beginning where Anakin jumps out of the car and he goes and jumps onto the other car.
Yeah.
And he falls for ages. Yeah. Mace Windu only gets pushed out of a window and falls like a few stories compared to what Anakin did.
Yeah. So sorry, my dog's barking.
And obviously, the Emperor's lightning was pretty strong, but he only shocked them for a few seconds.
Yeah, true.
And also, I'm gonna, add a layer to this that Mace Windu is Snoke. And my only one reason for this, well, actually,
exactly what I was thinking.
is because in the Star Wars canon, the purple lightsaber means that you are equally balanced in the light side and dark side of the Force.
Yeah.
So he could have easily tipped, but he was just obviously a Jedi at that moment in time.
Yep.
But because he was the way Snoke is, obviously because Snoke is on the First Order side in the newer trilogy.
Yep.
And the big line that he has on his the big crash line on his FOD?
Yes.
That could just be he could have just been hit by a car on the way down.
Yeah. Also, things came in, right? I forgot the word. What's the word? Something came in. Something's just came in. News has just came in or something. That Samuel L. Jackson actually believes that Mace Windu is alive as well. Now, I'm gonna play a clip right now for the viewers to listen to. And this is Samuel L. Jackson saying that he thinks he is alive. It might not be the right clip, but...
Hey everybody, sorry I couldn't make it, but busy as usual. But I just want to say it's been a real honor and privilege to be a part of the Star Wars community. Thanks, George, for giving me that opportunity and letting me ride it out through at least 3 episodes. Wish I could be there so I could sign everything you brought for me to sign and just say hey to everybody in person. And while you're all sitting there, I know you're all in my corner on this. We know Jedis can fall from incredible heights and survive. So apparently, I am not dead. Yes, I have 2 appendages right now, but we know the long and rich history of Star Wars characters reappearing with new appendages and being stronger and better than they ever were. Mace Windu is awaiting his return. Let's make it happen. Kathy, you're sitting right there. I know you know what to do.
Alright.
Okay. Right, that pretty much confirms, am I right? That pretty much.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Because obviously we don't know
as he said, he is alive, more powerful than before. Who is more powerful than Mace Windu?
Snoke. He's a big
Snoke, exactly. And what does he have? New appendages. Am I right? He fell from a hat at an extreme height and survived. Well, he must have hit his head on the way down, mustn't he? So,
yeah.
Or maybe, sorry about that. Anyway, I've got a new thing. I've got a thing. You know the way that he got thrown through a glass window?
Yeah.
Maybe on his way down, a piece of glass went into his head. That's why Snoke has the big huge scar on his face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so...
And you know the way his skin is all mangled and stuff? Yeah. That's from the electrocution.
As we've seen with Emperor Palpatine, that his skin goes all saggy and it's horrid.
Yeah.
So I also think that maybe because he was equally balanced in the dark and the light side of the Force, after he's seen the raw strength of the Sith, it's the only time that we've seen him properly getting beat. So he's been like, damn, now I need this power. After he's been killed, he's like, I'm training as a Sith. Because he could have been easily persuaded to the dark side. And he could have easily be persuaded to the light, and he's equal. So I think that he's just been like, yeah, I need this power. And eventually he did, but then he got killed. So yeah, I think it's a very, very, very big possibility that he is Snoke.
And
what do you think?
But I don't understand. But I know he is Snoke, but I don't understand how he gotten so big.
Yeah.
If you get me, was it someone trying to save him and then he just magically got turned huge?
Yeah. No, he's not actually huge. It's just
perception filter, something like that.
Yeah, it's just like a hologram and made himself bigger, so he's a bit more intimidating.
Also, word just come in. Samuel L. Jackson actually asked for a purple lightsaber. Do you want to know why?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
You know, in the huge Battle of Geonosis scene where there's loads of Jedi and lightsabers flinging everywhere.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson asked George Lucas, could I have a different color lightsaber because I want to be seen in the big huge Battle of Geonosis scene? So George Lucas said, sure, if we can, what color? So Samuel L. Jackson said, purple. So that's something.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe he knew all along that this big fandom would clock onto all these lightsaber calls and be like, yeah, this is what this means.
Yeah.
You know what I'd really like to see?
What would you really like to see?
A Mace Windu Star Wars story after what happened when he fell.
Maybe. But
I think that'd be cool.
Maybe they should do a bounty hunter series, like they're doing with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that with Boba Fett, but we kind of go into Boba Fett's backstory a little bit, don't we already?
Yeah. Anyway, what do you think about General Grievous's backstory?
General Grievous. When I first seen the guy, I thought he was just like the leader of all the battle droids. He looks like an upgraded battle droid. a broken one. I'd like to see it.
Because apparently he was a normal, not a human, but he was a creature. But he wanted to look more menacing and stuff, so he got turned to a cyborg, so he could have more power and strength.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Yeah. No, it's confirmed as canon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Hold on, let me read some stuff.
Wow.
Let me get my sources.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking into this.
Right, let me. Right, so do you want me to explain General Grievous? General Grievous was a brilliant separatist military strategist and feared Jedi hunter, for his ruthless hacking cough and stuff. Not for that, but the way he flings his thing around.
Yeah.
Let's see. He is a droid army leader. Hold up. General Grievous.
He's a weird character, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, I think he is just.
General Grievous was a Kalish warlord who suffered great injuries in a ship crash and then rebuilt as an alien cyborg.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. That's so weird.
Oh,
What's your piece based off?
No. Yo.
What?
He was also General Grievous was created before Anakin Skywalker's transformation to Darth Vader, and he foreshadows his transformation because he got lots of injuries in a battle and then turned into an alien cyborg. Anakin Skywalker fights Obi-Wan Kenobi, gets most of his limbs cut off, turns into an alien cyborg.
Ooh, okay. Let's see this. Okay. So.
Any other questions to put into this?
Okay. Hold on. Just looking into more information about them. Okay. So, what do you think about the theory of Jar Jar Binks being the guy who pulls the strings behind the Emperor?
To be honest, no, I think it's actually a possibility because what happened after the rescue on Naboo? What actually happened? Like, we never heard of Jar Jar Binks ever since.
Yeah.
So, what's he done? Has he became a Sith Lord? Has he done? I don't know. What
Okay.
Seriously?
Alright, so I think he is because obviously, do you know the way he walks into Naboo and he's all like, "Oh no, I'm banned because I did a big doo-doo, this and stuff."
Yeah.
I think that's because he's been doing some illegal freaky dickies with the Empire and stuff.
Ooh.
And also,
I have a theory. Just carry on. I'll say after this.
do you know the way in the Battle of Naboo, he's like surprisingly good at taking out herds of enemies.
Yeah.
Apparently, just being stupid.
By accident.
Yeah, I think there's more to Big Jar Jar. So, what was your theory?
Why would the battle droids invade Naboo anyway?
Yeah.
Did Jar Jar Binks say it so then he could prove? Maybe Jar Jar Binks tried to be in the military on Naboo for the Gungan warriors, but he wasn't accepted because he's too weak. So maybe he was affiliated with the Empire and told them to form attack on Naboo and go easy on Jar Jar Binks so he can prove how strong he is. On be like maybe he was being stupid to indicate, oh, I'm not really trying, I'm just doing it for the fun of it, to show his strength against the Gungan leader.
Wow, okay. I am very Star Wars out, you know. Hold on.
Any questions that you want to do about the original series, original trilogy, prequel trilogy, or sequel trilogy?
No, not really, because it's just been basically original trilogy, not original trilogy, prequel trilogy today, hasn't it?
We haven't done any original prequel trilogy. We've done original and prequel sequel, but we haven't done any prequel. So I have an idea. Why is how did Qui-Gon Jinn meet Padme Amidala in the first place?
Hold on, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like hold on, he gets sent to do negotiations, doesn't he?
Yeah, but on what? What was he doing negotiations on?
Oh yeah. Hold on. I'm doing
Like, that never really got mentioned. All we see is Qui-Gon Jinn in Tatooine, nothing else said. Like, how did they know Anakin Skywalker, of all kids on Tatooine, was gonna be the chosen one? Maybe he wasn't really the chosen one.
Maybe you just messed up.
Maybe I might have an idea, you know.
What?
Maybe maybe Yoda, being the mind force trick person he is, predicted that Emperor Palpatine would be trying to go after Anakin Skywalker, so he sent Qui-Gon Jinn to receive him first. So that's why the Emperor Palpatine wants Anakin Skywalker to be his apprentice.
Okay. How long has this podcast been going on for?
I actually don't know.
Well, I'd say it's been going on for like 40 minutes, and I'm Star Wars down, you know.
Yeah, so what should we call the series?
Just let's talk about Star Wars. Or let's talk about some stuff. Yeah, that's good. Let's talk about some stuff.
Okay, so hope you've enjoyed. Oh wait, I might have something.
Okay.
How did Chancellor Palpatine get a golden Sith lightsaber with a red kyber crystal in the first place? I mean, wouldn't have people known if the Chancellor was walking to his office with a golden lightsaber?
Oh yeah. How would he not been seen?
Exactly.
I don't know. Let's just say he killed them all. That's what I'm assuming.
I mean, yeah. Why did they
Okay.
call Order 66 Order 66?
It's just all the orders he had, and like it was the 66th one down, maybe.
Yeah, no, but why the Pacific number 66?
It rolls nice off the tongue. Hold on. Why was Order 66 called Order 66? Order 66 was known as the Commando Order, and then that's not. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, this is interesting. Order 66 was known as, wait, yeah, okay, this is fine. Order 66 was also known as the Commando Order in the Nazi army during World War II, which Nazi troops were ordered to kill Allied POWs, even in uniform, which was a war crime. So it was a reference to in World War II when a Nazi
Okay.
general was ordered to kill a load of allies.
What?
Okay, that's
Okay.
cool.
Yo,
That's
I think
interesting.
I think they're predicting, right?
Yeah,
They are saying that Emperor Palpatine is Hitler, all the
yeah,
Jedi are their allies,
yeah.
and all the troops are the Nazi soldiers.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's for the next Star Wars Theory episode.
Yes.
Palpatine is
So,
Hitler. Okay.
okay, Palpatine is Hitler. That is for next time. I hope you enjoyed this podcast slash stream thing. Billy, have you enjoyed it?
I have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was good to have you here. Next time it'd be cool if we had face cams and we were in the same place. But we're only kids, so we can't do that yet until we're like have our own house and stuff. So yeah, this was the first episode of Let's Talk About Stuff. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
So,
See you later, you
do
guys.
you have anything to say?
Um. Um. Drink water because it's good for you.
Yeah, what he said, that's good. Anyway,
Yeah. Do that.
see you all later. Goodbye.